A 14-year-old girl facing brain surgery tomorrow at Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center donated more than 4,000 toys to the hospital just this afternoon. Local 12 News reporter Jeff Hirsch joins us live from Children's with Savannah Day's inspiring story. Jeff.
Yeah, what a kid. You know, this is a 14-year-old girl, Savannah Day. She's a cheerleader. She's from Troutville, Virginia. That's in southwest Virginia. That's near Roanoke. I know exactly where it is because I used to work in Roanoke. She was diagnosed with something called a Chiari-1 malfunction. What that means is the lower part of her brain is actually growing outside of her skull down into her neck. That's problem number one. Problem number two, because of that, the spinal fluid builds up inside the brain, so the surgery has to deal with both of those things. And you would think if you had something like that, particularly if you were a kid, you would be in absolute panic. But this girl has been very, very calm since she was diagnosed in August, and since then she's been doing something very special, which has kept her busy. And today was the fruits of that labor. She and her family came to Children's Hospital because the surgery is tomorrow, and she donated all those toys. Now, the family in Savannah originally figured on collecting 500 toys. They live in a small town. But the local merchants in that town, plus people who saw Savannah's story on her own Facebook page, plus cheerleaders around the nation, they support one of their own, gave the toys, and it added up now over to 4,000. Now, Savannah will be in Cincinnati, be here for Christmas, so not at home. And because of that, because she's going to be here, that prompted Savannah and her two sisters to start the toy campaign.
I came up with this idea to help the sick kids get a Christmas at Cincinnati Hospital.
You know, we feel very proud because they put the kids in Cincinnati that are in the hospital for Christmas that aren't really going to get a traditional Christmas. You know, they put themselves second to the kids that are here, you know, before they ever thought about, you know, what am I going to get for Christmas, or, you know, I'm going to miss my Christmas. So it makes us very proud and shows us that, you know, they're thinking about others before they think of themselves.
Now, Savannah is 14 years old, as I said, and tomorrow will be her 14th surgery. She's been having surgery after surgery since she was a baby for a variety of different things. And in fact, she came here over the summer for something else, because she has migraines. And while they were checking her out for that, they found this other brain issue, so they're going to have surgery for that. So this is a really very brave teenager. She's had all these things wrong with her, and yet she's very active. And I asked her, you know, how do you keep your mind off of all these things when you're having surgery after surgery? And she says, look, I just, you know, focus on the good things. I like to be a cheerleader. That keeps me busy, and I just really don't worry about these things. Live at Children's Hospital, Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News.
Oh, never easy not to be home on Christmas. We're so glad she's gracing our community with her generosity.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yep.
And even though Savannah is scheduled for that brain surgery tomorrow, this evening the 14-year-old cheerleader is going to a local gym to work on her trampoline skills.